Was working in the workshop today, cutting a lot of wood and making some trim and stuff like that. It was super hot today. I'm sure that won't be the first time you hear this. Then I had to trim a big ass tree and cut down a bunch of branches to see I could load the whole truck up. Um, and there was a lot of work in that heat. I was sweating, and it ended up getting really bad. This whole week was just really
It's a
bad.
beautiful sunset. So I'm going to the gym, doing a full body workout today. This is my third week now. Yeah, I'm doing the dreaded walk. It's like a mile and a half or so from here to the Y, and got a little burnt today. It's about supposed to get really hot this weekend, or week I should say. It's supposed to be up about like 110 degrees with the heat index. It's supposed to be like that all week, so it's gonna be a rough week. But I'm still gonna be grinding, working hard and working out and everything. Still, routine's not gonna change. I got some more protein powder because I ran all out, so I've been doing good on that. And yeah, I'll keep you posted.
So I after work, I finally go to the gym and ready to take up that on. Uh, so yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was really hard. I'm surprised. I literally had to like force myself to do it because I was just like I did not want to work out. I was so exhausted from the heat that I was just like I just forced myself to go. Then I had to walk all the way over there, which is probably about a mile and a half walk. So it's like, man, it's just a lot of effort to put in just to go. But I knew that I had to be consistent with it. So here I am.
Right now it's about 10:30. Well, I just closed. I was there for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and I did a full body workout. Man, my whole body hurts. But it was a very productive day at work and working out, just staying busy. And yeah. So I got some new protein powder since I ran out already. So this one has, I think, a little bit more protein than the last one I had. I'm working right now, and it's about 102, 112 degrees with the heat index. It is brutal today. But today I'm gonna have a therapy appointment. It's been a while since I gone to one of those, so tell her all the good news and all the improvements and stuff. But yeah, this weather's killing me. I've been outside all day doing yard work and stuff like that, cutting down more branches. Then later today, I'm going into an apartment to do some more work in another apartment, putting up cabinets, things like that.
So here I am at the therapy appointment. This is where it all started with my recovery. So it's been a while since I've been here. So it's kind of like reliving old memories. Made a lot of improvements here. So it's almost like my second home, really.
So I just got done with my therapy appointment, and told her how much improvement I've been doing and how I've been coping with anxiety so well. And exciting news is kind of in the maintenance stage of anxiety, and I'll be eventually leaving therapy soon. So that's huge. You know, I started at like a really low place, and now I'm doing good now. You know, so really proud of myself. Um, I honestly never thought I'd get to the point to where I'm actually like healing from all the stuff that I've been going through. You know, with my anxiety and depression and stuff like that. I just felt trapped for so long, and I'm actually going out and exploring the world and living life. So I'm still at the therapy place, just sitting at the bench, Just kind of enjoying the weather. It's still really hot out. It's about 5 o'clock. Hasn't cooled down a whole lot. But yeah, I thought I'd give you an update. And kind of tell you what's been going on. Sorry if I sound like sad. I'm not sad. I'm just really tired. I've been outside in the sun all day, and it's exhausting. But I'm gonna go and work out now, and probably gonna do another full body workout. Probably, yeah, I'll probably do that. And hopefully by then it'll be a little darker and cooler outside when I walk back.
Here I am at the gym again. I was doing leg day, if I remember right, on this day. And so I did every muscle in my legs, and then I decided to go on this treadmill. Well, not a treadmill. It was like I don't even know what you call it, an elliptical, I think. It's basically you run on it. And I was pretty nervous to do it because cardio exercises are the biggest trigger for me for anxiety. So I wanted to test my resilience, so to say, with my anxiety for exposure. And my heart did beat pretty fast, but nothing really bad happened as far as anxiety. I was super hot, as you can see. I was on there for about 45 minutes to an hour. I ran about 2.5 miles. And so I was kind of booking it. And it was on an incline, too, for a good portion of it. A maximum incline, because I really want to get my heart rate up intentionally, just for the exposure, the anxiety exposure. Because because essentially with my cardiophobia, whenever my heart rate goes up, my subconscious interprets that as dangerous. And so the more exposure I do to it, the more the brain realizes that there's no actual danger involved. I've said this so many times, but just in case this is your first time watching, that's why I'm doing this. That, and it's healthy, But yeah, it was a lot of work. That was after my heavy weightlifting on my legs on like every muscle group, and so my legs were like just felt like jello after all this. But I always feel really good afterwards, like really accomplished, because it's not just I'm getting physically more healthy, but I'm also getting mentally more healthy in terms of being better at coping with my anxiety and stuff. So it's like killing two birds with one stone, so to speak, And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it in terms of what I did that day. I'm still going, really look like I'm having a hard time, but it wasn't too bad. It was just really just kind of, I was still pretty sore, and I was just trying to keep my heart rate up and getting that resistance up. And I gained about 10 pounds of muscle, actually, just within these past 16 days now it's been of me working out, and gained 10 pounds of muscle from the working out, and I'm assuming all the protein I've been eating. Protein's really important too. I really can't build anything without the protein, so that's kind of like the main thing that I've been focusing on too, is just the working out and making sure I have enough protein. Because as you work out, your muscles tear, and then use the proteins in your body to repair it. So if you don't have enough protein, you won't grow any muscle, basically. And I get roughly about 112, 115 grams of protein a day. Then I decided to go for a jog on the upper deck area. So yeah, I just did quite a few laps jogging on this, and no anxiety attack, so that's good. And sorry, I had to cough. And then after that, I was just so freaking exhausted. I was like, okay, it's calling it a day. But here's the gym, and walking downstairs, and I'm gonna go home because I'm freaking tired.
It's 111 degrees outside today with the heat index. I've been outside for about 3/4 of the day. It is brutal out today. Like, the humidity is super high, and temperature. Got this nice wet rag though. Keeps me cool a little bit, but yeah, it's pretty exhausted, and I still plan on going to the gym after work. Probably gonna wait a little later though, but it's still gonna be like 90 degrees at 8 o'clock. Today I did a full body workout. Worked out for about 2 hours. My whole body felt like rubber. And you can see like my veins are like bulging out. It's kind of gross, really, but it's kind of cool at the same time. It's Thursday today. Even hotter today. I already mentioned that. Yeah, I'm freaking sweating like I don't even know. Super hot. It's still in the morning too. It's only like 9:30, and it's supposed to hit a heat record today of like 115, 118 degrees with the heat index. So, yeah, just checking the water meters right now, and I'm gonna be doing some yard work, and then hopefully later on in the day, once I'm done with all the buildings, I'll be going inside and working on an apartment, maybe painting or something like that. But yeah, just giving you an update. Been drinking a lot of water. So far my anxiety's been doing good. And yeah. We are loading cabinets that got delivered. Scorching hot to these freights. Got a lot done. This was empty when we started. So I ended up pulling out this really nasty air conditioning and replacing it and working on it, and it was just rusty and dirty. It was freaking disgusting. I was pretty much like working in like an air vent, and yeah. All right, so it is currently Friday. It's a rough day at work today. I mean, no, I didn't get in trouble or anything like that, just work in general. I did end up working out yesterday. Even though it was hot, I really did not want to do it. It was literally like 110 degrees out, 112, around there. And, sorry, I had to clear my throat. And, yeah, it was just brutal. And they had me outside all day yesterday, and today. Just pulling weeds, doing, trimming bushes, and more trees, and lifting a bunch of cabinets. We had a shipment of cabinets come in. We had to lift a bunch of cabinets yesterday and today in the heat. I was outside all day in that heat. I was feeling like points where I was like feeling dizzy. I was drinking water nonstop. That's why, as you can see, that's why it's dark, or getting dark. It's about 7:45, 8 o'clock right now. I'm walking to the gym because I wanted to wait a little while, because it was so goddamn hot that I was waiting for the sun to go down to cool off a little bit. It's a lot cooler than what it was. And yeah, anyways, yesterday was upper body. Today I'm gonna do full body workout. Hopefully I have enough time to do that. I should. They close at 10 o'clock, so I should have enough time. But yeah, I'm happy it's the weekend. It was a long freaking week. It's just between working in that sun and then going to the gym afterwards. It's just, it's a lot. And yeah, I'm just proud of myself because I'm still maintaining that same consistency. I'll also talk about more about the therapy that I went to in this video. So one of the things that I noticed was the last time I had a panic attack, and I mentioned this in I think a few videos back, I ended up having PVCs and it freaked me out. My heart was beating really fast. Called an ambulance, and this is after I've been making all this progress and stuff. But I ended up calling an ambulance, and when I was talking to the dispatcher, I ended up saying that I have anxiety you know. This is probably a panic attack, but I just want to send a ambulance over to make sure that everything's fine, because I never had a panic attack come on this quickly like this before. And so they came over, checked me out, and by then I had taken a clonazepam. And so by the time they got here, my anxiety had gone down quite a bit. Blood pressure was still high just because I was still recovering from the panic attack. But, I was still, the panic attack wasn't still completely gone. It was kind of at the lower end of it, if that makes any sense, just kind of getting right off of it. And they asked if they wanted to take me to the hospital, and I said, no, it's just a panic attack. And at that point, it was like something clicked in my brain almost. And because from a first glance, you would think that would be a regression, right? Like, I regressed because I gave in to the thought, so to speak, and reacted compulsively. But I think the whole fact that I didn't take it as an actual threat, and that bike is loud. The fact that I didn't take it as an actual threat, and I just said it was a panic attack, and had the ambulance guys, the whatever you call them, I'm having a brain fart, leave. That was huge, because normally if I felt that, literally every other time that I called the ambulance feeling that way, I got in the ambulance just to make sure, But this time I didn't do that, and I think that kind of made something click, where now I still kind of fear having one of those, but but I no longer fear it's a heart attack anymore, And I'm not gonna say it won't ever happen again, because it definitely could, and it probably will eventually. A panic attack will come, and I'll probably freak out. But I think what's changed is, afterwards, I'm not thinking all day, was that a heart attack? Or, is there something wrong with me? At the end of all that, terrifying experience, I end up just saying, no, that is just a panic attack, which is a huge improvement. And which is, I think, one of the reasons why I've been taking so many big strides forward towards recovery. Working out, that's a big one. Intentionally getting your heart rate up, for me, as someone who suffers with health anxiety, that's a really, really hard one. And the fact that I'm doing that and working in heat and then having these symptoms and don't want to say ignoring them, but just letting them pass, it's huge. And I mentioned that to my therapist, and she agreed too, pretty much everything I told you. And she recommended me, to go to other therapy appointments, and they said that, sorry, there's someone right there. I want them listening on the conversation. Okay, that's what I was saying. The hell was I saying? Hold on, let me refresh my thoughts. I lost track of my thought. Yeah, as I was saying, the therapist agreed that after 3 or 4 more sessions, they think that I'm at a point of recovery where I'm recovering, and I'm no longer in that constant panic state, and I know enough coping mechanisms to go off of therapy, and now I'm going to try to slowly wean off the medication. The clonazepam, not the escitalopram. I take 2. clonazepam is a lot stronger, and they're more like Xanax, and you're not meant to take those for long periods of time, which is why it's always kind of been on my mind, because I've been on it for quite some time, and it could cause like dementia and shit if you take it for like years and stuff. But the only reason they haven't took it off, they haven't took me off it, is because I haven't found any medicine that worked. My anxiety was just really strong, and I think clonazepam helped, but I think it was mostly the coping mechanisms and exposures that's really been helping me the most. But I usually take 2 of those pills every day, usually once at noon, once I'm on break from work, and then another one around like 5 or 6, because they wear off, you know. Hold on, I'm gonna cross the street real quick. So as I was saying, I can't remember exactly where I left off, because it was a good 10 minutes since the last cut, but I was on 2 clonazepam, still am, and I was kind of determining, I didn't want to go off it too cold turkey, because for 2 reasons. One, you'll have withdrawals, because your body got used to it, and the second reason is I'm still unsure how much of the recovery is related to the medicine versus the coping mechanisms. So what I mean is, if I'm getting better because of the clonazepam that I'm taking, and I think that I'm better because I've been coping with coping skills, and then I just go off the clonazepam, then the panic attacks will come back. But the reason why I think the coping skills are working is because I've been taking the clonazepam, and I'd still have anxiety, and now I'm still obviously taking it, but I'm doing a lot more, and I'm not having as much anxiety. So I think that I am actually coping with it better, and it's not just the medicine. So I'm gonna wean off it a little bit. So instead of, I tried it out today, and I was kind of risking it, because I was like, I really hope I don't have a panic attack. Instead of taking it at noon, I took a pill at about 6 after I got off work. And at work, right around 3, I noticed I started, that's the crazy thing, you'll notice a shift in your thinking if like you're like diligent enough, I guess. You'll notice a shift like when you're not anxious, and as you become anxious, I start to notice start to notice every single body sensation and stuff. Same body sensations I've had all day, you know, like just muscle twinges and stuff from work or working out. But when my medicine was wearing off and I have those same feelings, it creates anxiety. It's like, oh my gosh, what's that? Why am I feeling that? You know, etc. And I had a little bit of that today at work when I was waiting to take it at 6 o'clock. But I'm gonna go in to Jewel, get myself some electrolytes, a Gatorade, and then I'll be back. So yeah, got my Gatorade and going to the gym. So that's pretty much just the update as far as mental health goes. Been doing a lot better, and hoping to keep going forward from here. I think the next biggest thing I'll do is driving. That's probably the next, big anxiety trigger, I suppose. And that's nowhere as bad as the health anxiety. I never had panic attacks to drive, so kind of excited, But yeah, it feels so much better now that it's nighttime. But I'm just hoping I could squeeze in entire full body workout before gym closes. So, as you may notice, it's day now. So last night when I went to work out, walked all the way over there only to find out they were closed at 8 o'clock, which really sucked. I knew they were closed at 8 on the weekends, but for some reason I thought Friday they were closed at 10. So yeah. So today I ended up going to work out instead, and did a full body workout. Feel really good. I've been eating healthy still, and yeah, guess this is where I'll end the video. Beautiful day. It's not as hot out as it has been for the past week. So that's good. And yeah, see you around.